Part 1. The Vision Begins. The story begins with John the Apostle receiving a divine vision. According to the text, he sees a revelation from Jesus Christ. John is instructed to write letters to 7 early Christian churches in Asia Minor. These messages warn believers to stay faithful despite persecution and hardship. But soon the vision expands beyond the churches, revealing a cosmic story about the fate of the entire world. Part 2. The 7 Seals. John sees a scroll sealed with 7 seals. Only one being is worthy to open it, the Lamb symbolizing Jesus Christ. As each seal is opened, dramatic events unfold on earth. The first 4 seals reveal the famous 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Each rider represents a different force that will shape the last days. Part 3. The 7 Trumpets. After the seals are opened, 7 angels appear holding 7 trumpets. Each trumpet blast unleashes powerful events upon the earth. The first trumpet brings hail and fire mixed with blood, burning much of the land and trees. The second trumpet sends something like a great burning mountain into the sea, turning waters to blood. The third trumpet releases a falling star called wormwood, poisoning many rivers and springs. The fourth trumpet darkens a third of the sun, moon, and stars, bringing partial darkness to the world. But the final 3 trumpets are even more terrifying. Strange, destructive forces are released upon humanity, bringing chaos and suffering across the earth. Yet even in the midst of these disasters, the message remains clear. Humanity is still being warned to turn back to God. Part 4. The Woman, the Dragon, and the Great Conflict. John's vision then reveals a dramatic cosmic battle. He sees a radiant woman clothed with the sun, symbolizing God's people. But a massive red dragon appears, representing Satan. The dragon tries to destroy the woman's child, a child destined to rule the nations. A great war breaks out in heaven. The archangel Michael and his angels fight against the dragon. The dragon is defeated and cast down to earth. Enraged, the dragon begins to persecute those who follow God and remain faithful to Jesus. This marks the beginning of an intense spiritual conflict that affects the entire world. The stage is now set for the final struggle between good and evil. Part 5. The Beast and the Mark. 666. John's vision now reveals a terrifying new power rising from the sea. This creature, known as the Beast, has great authority and power over the world. Many people begin to follow and worship it. Another figure appears, often called the false prophet. This second beast performs incredible signs and miracles to convince the world to worship the first beast. Soon a global system emerges. People are required to receive a mark on their right hand or forehead in order to buy or sell. Without this mark, survival becomes nearly impossible. The mark is associated with the mysterious number 666, but the message is clear. Those who remain faithful to God must resist the deception, even in the face of persecution. Part 6. The Fall of Babylon. John then witnesses the rise of a powerful symbolic city called Babylon. Babylon represents corruption, greed, and a world system built on power and luxury. The city becomes incredibly wealthy and influential. Nations trade with her, rulers admire her, and many are drawn into her influence. But Babylon's power is built on injustice and moral collapse. Suddenly, a divine judgment is announced. Angels declare that Babylon will fall in a single hour. The once glorious city collapses, and the nations that depended on her wealth mourn her destruction. This moment represents the end of corrupt systems that oppose God. Part 7. The Final Judgment and New Heaven and Earth. At last, John sees the ultimate conclusion of the vision. A great final battle takes place between the forces of evil and the power of God. The beast, the false prophet, and the dragon are defeated. Then comes the final judgment. All humanity stands before God as the books are opened. Each person is judged according to their deeds. But another book is also opened, the book of life. Those whose names are written in it are welcomed into eternal life. Then John sees something beautiful and hopeful. A new heaven and a new earth appear. God creates a renewed world where there is no more death, no more pain, and no more sorrow. The new Jerusalem descends from heaven, shining with glory, and a voice declares, "Behold, I am making all things new." The story ends not with destruction, but with restoration, hope, and eternal life.